To start and open up for questions from you guys.
Well, I think first I want to thank the crowd that was in here today. That was a fun environment. That's a credit to our marketing people, our staff, our student group, and the promotions. And it's always good to get a win when you've got a big crowd and a lot of students. Because we've got a big stretch of home games coming towards the end. So I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our fans first. I knew it was going to be a hard game. I knew coming off a week after you play 5 games in 10 days that the first half we might be a little sluggish. And yet I knew if we just kept doing what we wanted to do, the game would turn our way, and it did. And great effort out of everybody. I thought our bench really, in the second half, got us going when we had Mike out there, Dom out there, Clint out there, Godwin out there. I'm not sure we had a starter on the floor. And so, again, that's what this group, when they buy into that's how we can win, then we give teams a lot of things to deal with.
Coach, talk about the evolution of Jordan Blount and how he just does all the little things right for you guys.
Well, he plays so hard, and Jordan only knows one thing: full speed, and sometimes that can be bad, and you got to live with a few of the bads to know that the other ones are going to be great plays for our team. And he did a great job on the boards, and they're big guys. I have great respect for them, and Ty had his hands full, and Jordan went in there and got a lot of rebounds tonight. So he's just got to continue that. He had 4 turnovers. He knows I'll talk about that tomorrow. Those are the plays we got to finish and get a basket out of.
It looks like in the first half they had your press figured out, but in the second half they were having a lot of trouble. Can you describe what changes you might have made there? Well,
in the first half we were just picking them up, but we weren't really going to go. It was more of we were really just straight man-to-man, and we weren't going to go trap them, or we'd go trap them, it was just one time. And then in the second half, as we got going, we knew we were going to stay in it longer and see if we could create something out of it. And I thought our kids did. It's hard to do that. It's hard to play that hard and still come back on the other end. And yet that's what got the momentum going. It's what got the building going. And it got our energy up.
Coach, it seems that Jordan is the type of player that you love to have as a teammate and really hate to go up against. Can you explain his effectiveness, being that energy guy for y'all?
Well, he is. I actually had an official tell me the other day, he said he reminds me of a guy I played with, and the other teams all hated him and we all loved him. But you know what? He plays hard. He'll knock you down, but he'll pick you up. I see him do it during the game. He'll run into a guy, knock him down, and pick him up. And he's just playing hard, and that's something you can't teach. That's something that I saw in him when we were recruiting him, and I think now as every game he just gets more and more back to game feelings, and that's what makes him better and better.
How big was it to be able to get a win in a game where Tarkus both didn't really play well when he was on the floor and also was limited due to foul trouble in terms of minutes?
Well, again, the strength of our team is our depth. I feel like any game when somebody, as I tell the guys when we're done after every game, I don't ever go into a game. I'm not one of these coaches that, okay, he's going to play 5 minutes, he's going to play 10, he's going to play 20. The game tells you who could be having a hot night and who isn't. And, when we made the subs there and that second group came in and got us going, well, I didn't plan on sitting the guys I took out that long. But the game said, let this group finish. And so, and yet, then the other group came back in fresh, and they went zone. They go zone, Dikembe hits a big 3 right off of it. Well, he's coming off the bench fresh, ready to go. And so I think more than anything, I think it becomes a deal where guys can't worry about themselves. They got to worry about how you're affecting the team.
Anything else for Coach?
Clint specifically had a stretch where I think he made 2 like tough hook shots and then a block that led to a layup when you guys were making a run in the second half. How big was that sequence for your team overall?
Well, it was really big because he's only practiced 1 day since the Youngstown State game, and Mike did a great job, and he did a great job of getting his ankle back, and he really came in there and he got his hands on a lot of balls, and that's what Clint does for us. I tell the team all the time, that's the one guy, if he isn't in the lineup, see, I know going into every game what Clint's going to do for us. And he never disappoints. He's going to come in, play hard, go rebound every ball, and defend and score when he can. And that was a big plus for us tonight.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Coach.
A couple